To inspect or not to inspect? That is the question we're going to answer today. This channel focuses on everything to do with living in Southwest Florida. If you're thinking about buying or selling or just have questions about Southwest Florida, call or text me today at 239-450-5786. This past weekend, I had the pleasure of spending time with a wonderful family looking to move here to Ave Maria. And we spent time looking at homes, condos, and we landed on a house that absolutely fit their needs. The community met every requirement that they were looking for in their next home here in Southwest Florida. The only question left is to just make sure that the house itself stacks up to what they need. And that is why it is so important, and in my opinion, that every home purchase should have an inspection done. Now, when it comes to new construction, I handle that a little differently, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But part of my reason for this is simply this. In 2022 and some of 23, when the craziness of the market down here had multiple offers going crazy, buyers were deciding to not have inspections done in order to try to get the house that they thought they needed. Now, for some of those buyers, there's regret. For others, they got lucky and the house that they purchased was okay. But as a realtor here in Southwest Florida, it's my opinion, and it's vital that you make sure that you know exactly what you're getting in the house you're about to buy. Buying a home isn't not a small purchase. In fact, for the average American, it might be the largest purchase they will ever make in their entire life. So when you buy a home, you want to make sure you know exactly what you're getting. When I bought my home in the Golden Gate Estates in 2014, I didn't have a home inspection done. It was new construction. My realtor that I was working with at the time said, "You don't need it, it's under warranty." Well, the reality is trying to chase down the builder was a nightmare. And there were little tiny things that the home inspection would have caught that we could have asked be handled before closing. But the reality is that home inspection is not just about trying to nickel and dime the seller or trying to get a lower price than what you are under contract for. It's about making sure that the house is perfect for you and your family. Now, here in Florida, we have two different types of contracts, and both contracts handle inspections differently. So when we get to the point of making an offer, we'll discuss the two different contracts and how they relate to things like inspections and make the best decision for you which type of contract you should use. So why have an inspection? Well, you want to make sure that before you move in your stuff, you know exactly what is and what isn't working in the house. Nothing's worse than putting all your furniture in place to find out that the outlet behind your bed doesn't work. Or go to use the microwave for a bag of popcorn and it doesn't work. The dishwasher doesn't heat up the water. The list goes on of things that have been found in inspections. Now, of course, there are big ticket items that can be found in inspection, but the thing that is the most common are the little tiny things that if you just knew ahead of closing, you could have made a plan to handle in the appropriate way. But when you find them at the worst times, it's miserable. So that is one of the reasons why you want to make sure that you have an inspection done before closing. Peace of mind that you get to enjoy your house for at least a little while. Now, there's no guarantee of a home inspection that nothing is going to happen, within the first year or 5 years of owning the home. Home ownership does come with some costs, some maintenance, and, well, let's face it, sometimes things break. So it's not a foolproof, perfect thing in a home inspection, but at least you know that there are no big issues in the house, but also you have a list of the minor things that you can just get taken care of. Now let's talk about new construction. New construction is handled a little different. Here in a community like this in Ave Maria, where you have major builders like Lennar, Pulte, CC Homes, they handle problems with the houses through a warranty department. And quite honestly, it's very convenient to just call them up and say, hey, this outlet's not working. And they'll come and they'll take care of it. Now let me just make it clear. I'm not saying that you should not have an inspection done on new construction. In fact, it is perfectly your right to have an inspection done before closing. Now what I am going to say, and what I recommend to most of my community new construction buyers, is that you may want to wait to have your inspection done until about month 10 or 11 and use the inspection as a punch list for the warranty before it expires. Now, if you're buying a spec home that's maybe in the Golden Gate Estates, Cape Coral, Lehigh Acres, or really anywhere in the country, my recommendation is always have an inspection done. Like I said earlier, when I bought my house from the builder, there were little tiny things that were wrong, and tracking him down was a nightmare. Now, I love my house and I have no regret about buying it, but there were things that, had we known, we could have handled differently. So when you're buying a spec home from a smaller builder, non-developer, it's really important, have that inspection done. From a community, you can have it multiple times really if you want. But the reality is my recommendation is month 10 or 11, have the inspector come in and prepare the list to present to the warranty company. But as you go through the purchase process, your real estate agent, hopefully that's me, is there to walk you through the process and discuss why things like home inspections, appraisals are so important to protect your largest asset, your house. If you're thinking about buying or selling here in Southwest Florida, my passion is helping you make the right decisions for you and your family. Call or text me at 239-450-5786 and let's have a conversation about your goals, your dreams. And if you're here still watching this video, I just want to say thank you. I so value my faithful viewers of this YouTube channel. If you'd like to be one of those faithful viewers, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell to be notified about my future videos. It's my privilege to help and guide you through your real estate journey here in Southwest Florida. Call or text me anytime. I'm here for you, night and day.